Hello and welcome to this week's episode about the Be a Cooler project. In this episode we will tell you all about the things we did last week and what we're going to do next week. But as always, let's take a look at the project phases again and where we are now. Currently we are still busy with the selection phase, where we will focus on doing tests and evaluating cooling methods. According to a schedule, we have until the end of April to finish this part of our project, after which we will have to move on to the execution phase of our ideas and building and testing of a prototype cooler. Last week we started our personal research assignments. An important part of this minor is doing research to further broaden our knowledge about the subject of our choosing. This can be a subject related to a project group, or something entirely different. Other than that, we looked at parts for our testing components and sensors that we could use in the project. We chose to research the topic of vlogging in order to gain more insight into what makes a good vlog and how we can improve our upcoming vlogs. In our research, we aim to answer questions about what makes vloggers and vlogs relatable and what effects they have on their audiences. All of this will be combined into a 3-part paper, answering questions of what makes effective vlogging. For the construction of the testing environment we showed last week, we ordered several parts, checked with our school what kind of materials were available directly. These include the large EPS box and a roll of aluminum tape. When it's time to construct more advanced testing setups, we will make another list of extra components we need, so stay tuned for that. The sensors that will be used in the testing environment still have to be chosen. They will have to possess a temperature range starting at about 100 degrees all the way up to at least 35 degrees. Since some cooling techniques employ very low temperatures, while the weather on warm summer days can easily reach 35 degrees. For now, we tried working on an NTC element as a temperature sensor, with a natural influence MIDAC as a data acquisition device. Besides building a small electrical circuit for the sensor, this also required us to calibrate the sensor using reference materials, like ice water with a temperature of 0 degrees, while we checked with a secondary temperature sensor. The next week we will be focusing on continuing our vlogging research. We will also build a testing environment once all the parts have arrived, but more on this in the next episode. Thank you for watching and see you next week.